Britain's most extreme cleaner easily tackled a 3-foot mountain of human waste piled on top of a toilet, because he has no sense of smell.
Steve Carr, 50, has a real-life superhero origin story, because a near-death horror crash left him unable to smell anything, meaning he's the only one who can take on Britain's stinkiest cleaning jobs.
The 50-year-old was left with sewer powers after the horror crash, making him the ideal man for the worst of jobs, cleaning one of Britain's stinkiest flats.
Brave Mr. Carr removed a mountain of poo roughly 3 feet tall from the toilet seat and scrubbed feces from the walls, as well as removing some 200 plastic bottles from the bath, filled with urine. The tenant had spent months piling the poo on top of the toilet in the first-floor one-bed apartment with his hands until it was the size of a toddler.
Neighbors eventually complained about the foul stench in October, and Clean Safe Services sent their crack team in to tidy up.
Mr. Carr double-bagged the poo so it could be taken away for specialist disposal, and within a few hours the flat, which was home to a man with mental health problems, was sparkling clean.
Oleg Yankee Blair, 37, who also helped clean the flat, said, "I've done this job for 12 years, but when I saw the bathroom I wanted to vomit."
Steve just laughed and said, "Come on, let's get stuck in."
He's never been put off by anything, it's why we call him the Prince of Poo.
Britain's bravest cleaner was nearly killed in a road crash that wiped out his sense of smell while he worked as a delivery driver and his van went into a barrel roll.
He woke up in hospital with his sense of smell significantly reduced and now has a steel plate in the right side of his face.
Alongside the Poo Mountain social housing flat in Barnet, North London, Mr. Carr has tackled industrial freezers full of rotting meat and fish, and another flat where he scraped a man's scalp from a skirting board. The hard-nosed extreme cleaner, who works for Clean Safe Services, in Coulston, South London, wears a full protective bodysuit and mask to keep deadly bacteria and viruses at bay.
In a 3-bedroom apartment in Shepherd's Bush, West London, Mr. Carr and Yakini found every surface completely covered in dark brown excrement, including the floor.
Mr. Carr, of Deptford, South London, said, "It really doesn't bother me, I actually enjoy these jobs the most because you can see a real difference very quickly."
In one recent case, 2 walk-in chillers full of fish and meat had lost power for several weeks.
The produce was badly decayed and covered with slime and thousands of maggots. I could just go inside, bag up food and hand it out to colleagues. Mr. Carr is also one of Clean Safe's operatives selected to respond to dirty protest in prisons, where inmates smear the walls with blood and excrement.
Recalling another horror clean, he said, "In a recent case a gentleman had suffered a sudden hemorrhage and had run from room to room trying to get help.
There was blood all over the floor and walls.
His body was found in the hallway, by the front door.
When they removed it, his scalp attached to the skirting board, which we had to clean."
He added, "Behind many jobs there are cases of human suffering, and we will always remember that."
Managing Director Steve Broughton said, "Steve has risen from near death to being an extreme cleaning superhero."
His passion for extreme cleaning and can-do attitude is a real asset to our team, not to mention his poor sense of smell, which is certainly an added benefit for some of the jobs we do.